As you see now, today's exercise will be a slideshow. How you can create slideshow using JavaScript, as it's important, and I think most of websites use slideshow for some reason. So to make a slideshow using JavaScript is pretty easy, and you will see this. So the idea, how to memorize the pictures of the slideshow, how to display them after each other, how to make a delay time between each picture. So the HTML will be just an image element which will hold the slideshow, and I use Bootstrap to make it this great looking. So keep moving forward and see you in the main video. So let me get started. So like I told you that the HTML will be just an image element which will hold the slideshow, and the JavaScript code will be an array which will hold the pictures of the slideshow, and then a function to change the image after a certain time. So let me make the image element and give it an ID equal to slideshow, and let we add the classes after we make the slideshow. So now HTML is over. Like I told you, it's pretty easy. And then let me move to the JavaScript. So I will define an array and call slide equal to, then this array hold the directory for each picture. So my document located with the images in the same folder. So I will just type the name of each picture. So the first picture is one and .jpg and so on. So I will add 10 pictures. Then I will define a variable I and equal 0. So this variable will be like an arrow which will display the pictures inside the array. So I equal to 0. So 0 is the first element in the array, or the first index for the first element in the array. Then I will make a function which will create the slideshow and make the delay time between the pictures, and I will call it change image, and this function contain, I will set an attribute for the image element. So document dot get element by ID, and the ID is slide show, and dot that we set an attribute, set attribute, and of course this attribute will be src, which is the directory for the picture, and this directory will be the array, and then inside the array the arrow or the variable which will display each element inside the array. So I. Then let we make a condition. If the variable I less than the slide dot length if I is less than the length of the array, and minus 1. Why minus 1? Because the first element in the array has an index 0. So the length of the array is greater than the number of the elements inside the array. And I will show you what will happen if we remove minus 1. So in this case, just increment I to display the second picture. So I here equal to 0 and I less than the length of the array, which is 11. So 0 less than 11, so increment I, then I equal to 1, the second picture. 2 is less than 11, then increment I, and so on. But else, if I equal to 11, so 11 not less than 11, so the condition is false. In this case, I will equal to 0, so I will return to the first picture. And then let we make the delay time between each picture. So I will use an event set time out, and this event take the name of the function, which is change image, and then how many milliseconds. So I want to make a delay time between each picture 2000 milliseconds, which is 2 seconds. Then at the end, let we call the function change image. That's it. So let me save and reload. So here is the slideshow. It's pretty big, but we will add some classes to make it normal. So let me add some classes here. I will make a thumbnail, so it will surround the slideshow. So image thumbnail, and I will make the width 75%, and let me make margin tab 4, and I want to display it in the center of the page. So margin X Udo, and also we have to add another class display block. So both of them will display the slideshow in the center of the page. And let me make the corners rounded. So let me save and try. Nice. So here is the slideshow, but the thumbnail doesn't exist. Here G. Here is the thumbnail. So let me see what will happen if we remove -1. You will notice that the last image in the slideshow won't exist. So here is the last image in the slideshow doesn't exist. So it should be the length of the array and -1. That's it. That's everything in this exercise. As you see now, it's pretty easy. So try it by yourself and try to make it as a part of project or in HTML code. So good luck and see you.